Hey folks, this is Peter Boykin, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor in North Carolina. Go to peterboykin.com. Thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. So, a little background on what happened. It says, there's a post that says, "Stand up for your First Amendment rights." Dustin Jones, a 16-year City of Greensboro Fire Department who believes in Christian values, was fired immediately because he posted an image on his personal Facebook page promoting his Christian values and beliefs in straight marriages. But the City of Greensboro promotes his LGBT images. The, quote, woke liberals, I don't really like using the word woke, but are doing everything they can to silence religious beliefs, clearly a violation of our First Amendment rights of freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Everyone needs to be outraged that we can allow a human resources staff member of the City of Greensboro to do this and speak out against the, quote, woke agenda. That's what a post said. And I spoke to Dustin Jones, as a gay Republican. I told him that I don't see any problem with straight pride. You can have straight pride. If you can have gay pride, then you can have straight pride. And it's not right that the city can basically promote gay pride, but he cannot post about straight pride. We now live in the United States in a world where we're supposed to have free speech, but we're not allowed to have free speech because our free speech offends other people. Yes, so a lot of the Christians don't really care for gays. They speak out, they speak really bad generalization of gays and spread bad things, and it could be called bigoted, and it does offend me. But they have the right to their freedom of religion. But like this guy says, he doesn't even have a problem with gay people. They might not be exactly for his religion, but he doesn't go after gay people. It'd be different if he had posted, "If I see a gay person or a transsexual, I'm not going to go save them in a fire." That would make sense. But that's not the case. He's just taking pride in his straight pride and being able to be married and have children. If it wasn't for my parents of over 50 years, who've been together over 50 years, and their straight pride, I wouldn't be on this planet. And they have no problem with me and my other half of 27 years. And that's mutual respect. And that's what's missing here. I hope that sums it up. But there's a lot to debate here. The Pride Month coming up in June. And I would gladly stand with the straight pride crowd. Why not have both gay and straight pride, alliance, a parade, a rally, whatever. We need to learn to live with each other instead of condemning each other. And that is how we're going to make North Carolina a greater place to live in. My name is Peter Boykin. You can go to peterboykin.com. Gray area matters a lot here in North Carolina. It gets us in trouble a lot too. It's very important, but like a lot of citizens want, we have to get down to life, liberty, justice for all. That's the key elements of our government, and it's our officials. That's what they do. We the people need to be concentrating on that, and we have to agree on that. We should put America first. That means putting Americans first. That's all Americans. We're supposed to be a first world nation, so let's start taking care of all of our citizens. Healthcare, food, education, civil rights, infrastructure, more should never be left or right issue. And we're on the right, so we know better, because we're the right. And ask everybody to go right. So at the end of the day, we have to worry about we the people, and that's what matters. We the people. And that's not some of the people, all the people. And yes, we are the majority, like I said, and we do have to take that responsibility to take care of everyone and do the best we can. And that's what I'm going to do if I'm Lieutenant Governor. Thank you. I know this is a topic that can rile people up, riles me up a lot. There's a guy named Dustin Rachel Jones, who posted a meme about being prideful for being straight. In a world, and I'm a gay Republican, and I like to be able to put a rainbow up and talk about gay pride, and I know a lot of Republicans aren't so keen on that, and we can have a whole separate argument on that as well. But when it comes down to it, in America, we're supposed to be able to have free speech. And what he posted was not actually ugly. It wasn't against gays. It was just basically him taking pride that he's straight, and he can make babies, and get married. And I know some gays might be offended by that. But at the end of the day, you got to think about it. If gay people are able to be prideful about being gay and celebrate a month being gay, then why aren't straight people also be able to express that as well? And he has said, his religion-wise, yes, he's like a lot of religious people, he's not for the gay relationships. But I think as a liberty, somebody's for liberty, he's not going against people for being gay in public. So it wasn't really a take on gays. But he posted it on his wall, his social media. He worked at the fire department in Greensboro, North Carolina for 16 years. And he was pulled in, and he was let go due to that social media post. Now, I think a fire department, I might be wrong, a fire department is a government-based job, not a private company. And our First Amendment should protect him, because our First Amendment protects you from the government encroaching on your First Amendment rights. Now, if he was going out in full fireman garb and saying he wasn't treating gay people or doing that on the job, then you might have a bigger case. But when somebody posts stuff on their own social media, people have the right to have a life outside of work. I have lost, and I know how this feels, I have lost multiple jobs due to my stance of being a Trump supporter, a Republican. So the left, yeah, they can fire people on the right for their views. That same business can push a rainbow flag on you and push Pride Month, but you post that you take pride in being straight. How is that right? Absolutely. How would that be right? If you can be prideful in your sexuality, how come somebody else can't be prideful in their sexuality and post that? That's my question. Everyone is going to be offended by everything that everybody says. That's why we have different political parties. We cannot walk down the path where businesses can continuously be allowed to just fire people because somebody calls and somebody was offended. This is what's leading us down a dark path. Yes, there is discrimination. There is things and nasty things that people say. And there is ways and policies you should be doing at work. But when you're off work, you have the right to your religion, your freedom of your religion, your freedom of expression. And if you're a bigot or whatever it is, or not a bigot or whatever, you have that right. But as long as you don't take it to your job. And that's the difference. So when people see you and go, oh, well, he's a public figure, blah, blah, blah. He was a fire department, and I saw him online, and he's a known bigot. And then those companies decide to fire you because of something you put on social media. I don't think that's right. I really don't think that's right. And I've lost multiple jobs because of going to rallies, because of being at January 6th, because of supporting Donald Trump, because of being gay. I've seen it all through the routes, and it's not right. It never will be right. It completely flies in the face of our freedoms. So the fact, folks, that we're not allowed what? We didn't have this in the past because social media wasn't rampant, but social media is not going anywhere. But people are going to be afraid to go rally. People are going to be afraid to go to school boards. People are going to be afraid to just go out and express themselves. People are going to be afraid to vote. People are already becoming unaffiliated because they don't want their voting stance to be put out there because they're afraid. And people know that they can use this against us, especially the left. They know they can use this against the right. They can take our jobs away. They can make you lose your job. They can make you poor, and they can make you where you can't do anything. And that's economically killing us. This is what they do. This is a social standard score. This is a social score, like over in communist China and everywhere else, where Mother Russia and other places look to see what you're posting online, and they come and snatch you. The Gestapo shows up in the middle of the night, and they snatch you, and they take you away for wrong thing, 1984. That's what this is scary about. Absolutely. And I have any chance for lieutenant governor or governor or whatever, something in the future, we need to look into this in the legislature to protect people. Because it's not right. Left or right. When people get offended, people shouldn't be losing their job for what they do outside of work. It's none of business's business to know what your business is outside of work, as long as you leave it outside of work. That's my 2 cents. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm glad to talk about this and debate any day about this topic. God bless everybody. Peace. And my job, please don't fire me. Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin. I am a conservative. I want to conserve our Constitution. I want to conserve our country. I want to conserve our way of life. I want to conserve our freedom. The principles of life, liberty, and justice for all. This is what makes our country what it is. So yes, I am a conservative. For some, I might not fit your definition, but that's the point. It's your definition, not mine. Life, liberty, justice for all. The power of one becomes the voice for many. Hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin to be a Republican and in the Republican Party.